Hi everyone, back here for another video. YUNZII reached out to me again to review one of their latest keyboards. Though YUNZII sent this over for free, all of my comments and observations are my own. And I must say, this is one of the most satisfying keyboards I have used. I mean, just listen to this. The keyboard is ready to use like this, right out of the box, and I don't need to do much to start using it. But if you're the type who wants to customize your keyboard, still, this keyboard can do that like key customizations through the VIA website. Watch the whole video to see other features. And if you're interested on this keyboard, you can check out the first link in the video description, and you will also see a $5 discount code. This keyboard is not expensive, but I would say it is not the cheapest out there too. For me, it is more on the affordable range. And this I think is because of the more premium looking finish on this keyboard. I like the matte black finish on this aluminum body, plus the nice touch of design here at the bottom. This is also very solid and heavy, so it stays in place and will not slide when typing. If I compare this to the AL66, the keys layout and the volume roller is exactly the same. Basically, it looks the same, but the AL68 is a bit smaller. For me, what is different, as I mentioned earlier, is the more premium look of the AL68. Personally, I think it is because of the matte finish, and I just like it better compared to the brushed finish on the AL66. Plus, if I look at the back where the power switch and the USB receiver are, the AL68 just looks nicer. And I noticed that the USB receiver seems to magnetically stick into this slot. Plus, it has the YUNZII branding here, so at least there's some branding on it, unlike the AL66 that it looks generic. And also look here, the bottom of the keyboard is just way nicer compared to the AL66. Although I know I won't look at the bottom of the keyboard that much. Anyway, I just want to show it off. Just going back to the back of the keyboard where the power switch is, you may notice that there is no longer the switch to toggle between Mac and Windows. But the AL68 is still compatible with both Windows and Mac, and YUNZII says it's also compatible with Linux and Android. I have been using this for a couple of weeks now at work using a Windows laptop and also with my iPad Pro as you see here, and the Bluetooth connection is good and stable. Same as any other multi-device keyboard, I can connect this to my devices by turning on the Bluetooth pairing mode by pressing function and either Q, W, and E. Then I can switch to another device, and let's say I'm switching to my iPad, I can press function plus Q here for example. Then to toggle to iPadOS or macOS, I can do function plus A. And if I want to switch back to my Windows laptop, I can do function plus E to switch device, and then function plus S to change to Windows OS. I can also connect using the USB receiver that is here at the back, and I also have to flick the switch here. Then I need to do function plus R to start the pairing to the USB receiver. Wait for the green light here to flash, then connect the USB receiver to your device, and you will know it's connected when the green light stops flashing. Make sure to do this sequence to correctly connect with the USB receiver. And same as any mechanical keyboard, this can be used as a wired keyboard by using the included USB-A to USB cable. How this volume roller works is the same as how it works on the AL66. So in this AL68, it is obviously the volume roller, and it works on my iPad Pro and my Windows laptop. And it can also be the RGB brightness control. To change how this roller works, press and hold the roller for about 5 seconds, then it can work as the RGB light's brightness control. So do the same process to change it back as the volume control. Another similarity is how to use the function keys, because as you see, there's no function key row here. So to use the function keys, press function plus one of the numbers For example, on my iPad, if I want to adjust the screen brightness, I can press function 1 or 2. It works the same on my Windows laptop that when I press function 1 or 2, it will adjust the volume. So for Windows, if I want to make this row to work mainly as function keys, I can double tap first on the function key. Then instead of the numbers typing on the screen, it will be the function keys that will work, obviously. Then to go back to typing the numbers instead, again, double tap on the function key. Now let's hear some typing sound tests. First, the typing sound of the AL66, and what I have here are the Cocoa Cream V2 switches. And keep watching as I will also show the typing difference between the AL68 and the AL66 with the milk switches. As for the keycaps, according to YUNZII, this is double shot PBT cherry profile keycaps. And for the switches, I have here again the Cocoa Cream V2, but YUNZII also offers this with the Milk V2 linear switches. This Cocoa Cream V2 I have here is linear, and it's a bit heavy than the milk switches I have on the AL66. But keep in mind that the milk switches on the AL66 is not the V2. I guess it's the V1. When I tried to use the milk switches from the AL66 to this AL68, it sounds like it's more compatible with the previous one with the AL66. What I mean is this. Listen to this. This may be a personal preference, but for me, the Cocoa Cream V2 is just more satisfying to listen. As for the other features in this AL68, the battery is now 6000 milliamps, so it looks like this will last me a long time in between charges, because from experience with my old AL66, I don't often charge it, and the AL66 only has 4600 milliamp battery. The AL68 is now also customizable using VIA website, so you can remap it, create macros, and design lights, and it can be used on Windows and Mac and Linux too. I don't customize my keyboard, but for you guys out there who want this feature, then it is now available here in the AL68. Last but not the least, as this is the one that makes typing here such a pleasure, is the gasket structure, which now has additional features, and this is what YUNZII says in their website. So what do you guys think of the AL68? For me, I think this is one of the keyboards I really enjoy using, and this will now be part of the regular rotation among my favorite keyboards. If you're interested to know more about this keyboard, check out the first link in the video description, and you will find a discount code there too. And that's it. Thanks for watching.